Hello everybody, it's me, Spartacus, here with another tank review video. Today we are doing the SSModel M2 medium tank. The reason I'm not, I usually start off with the front of the box, but this time there is no box. It's just a shipping rectangle that has just the logo of their company. Yep. Here's I'm pretty sure this kit has some different, some crossovers apparently. Because, as you know, this kit comes with some metal parts, which is really cool. I like that. And has its own metal, machines antenna mount, which is really nice. SSModel's good for you. But I'm pretty sure those are collected from a separate company because it's a bunch of crossovers. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So getting to the plastic itself. Obviously, this is a resin 3D printed tank model kit. So let me move this stuff out of the way so you can kind of see. So the details they're alright, except for the fenders, which are thicker than the armor plate itself, which is really freaking stupid. I don't like that, because unlike the Rogo that I've made over there, you can kind of see that, but for that I was able to replace the fenders, and they looked with some polystyrene sheets, some thin ones. This, I'm not going to be able to do that because the shape is different. So I'm going to have to take my Dremel and trace a line to where I want to sand down to, and then hopefully I don't destroy the whole thing. You can't see my face, but I'm actively grimacing. So, oh, sorry for the thumb. Yeah, I have removed. Ooh, whoops, smack. I have removed all the support structures. So yeah, this will require a fair bit of sanding, but if you're good enough, when you cut, you leave burrs instead of pits that you have to fill, like that one right there. You don't want to fill because that's going to be even more work. So better to have the little nubs than to fill a hole. Yeah, there's the shackles. So all that. You rotate this a bit more. This fender, that's a bit more bearable. You could probably remove that and then add it back on. The little cavalry 2-gun things is very simplified. You could probably find a photo edge little plate that you can replace that with. So that's an aftermarket thing you could probably do. These 30 cal turrets do not move. They're fixed. You could probably machine them if you just really wanted to kill your lungs and create resin dust. But yeah, here's with the front little final drives thing. So yeah, pretty cool. Now moving on to the tracks, I'm just gonna place them down like this. So as you can see, the suspension is vertical volute suspension system, so VVS, I think. I don't know. Vertical volute spring suspension. So yeah, the bogie is kind of like the N3 Lee style thing with the thing in the middle, but it is not casted. I'm pretty sure it's welded. Ooh, voice crack. Welded. So the bogies are different. So there's that and that. The idler wheel, could probably just replace that if you don't want the little layer lines, because I think that's just a standard Sherman idler wheel. The drive sprocket, however, is a completely new design. It's the earlier design of the dry spark. I think it's unique to the M2 medium. It might have been used on the T6 or like M3 Lee variants, like early test models, but I'm not really a history of like specific parts. Ask Edda 320 if you want better histories. The back of it is not as detailed. It has little hexagons to interlock with that. To be completely honest, since these that's a weird way to say it. This and that, if you put them on, they do not completely stretch all the way to the end, so it's a little bit short. What you might want to do, you might want to like remove the molded tracks and just try and like as best you can like sand away so you can get these free details. The details free, not free details. What am I talking about? As you can tell, I'm definitely ADHD right now. So anyways, what I was saying, as you can see, the track could probably replace, like if you want to make it look better somehow, replace this, like sand it off, cut it off, however you want, free these parts, and then put them on separately, and then get your own workable tracks, maybe like full model or like 3D printed, whatever, to make it at least look better, because, or fit better, honestly, because, yeah. Anyways, that's what I was saying. Yeah, let me zoom out because it's kind of hard to see. So, yep, you get 2 of those, 1 for each side. Okay, so moving on to the turret. So many retakes. My fault. So, looking at the turret, you can kind of see some layer lines. I'm pretty sure this gun is movable, unlike some other resin stuff, but I have no idea how it's worked, because there's this ball there, but if you look on the inside, that you can't really see, but that ball is too big for that hole. I'll do my best with the Dremel and trying to open up the space, but I don't think I'm going to be successful. Anyways, back to the turret. Here we have the commander's hatch, some nice rivets and bolts. These tiny ones are from the supports, so those aren't supposed to be there. Here's the back. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a hatch here, like that folds down like that. I've seen them on old photos, but maybe this version of the turret doesn't have it, because this is technically the T2 medium or T2 some tank. You know, if you played World of Tanks Blitz, there's a tank with this turret, and it's not the M2 medium. Yeah, here's some more of that stuff, and cool, here is the underside. You already kind of saw that, but yeah. So moving on now, here we have the main gun. This is, I'm pretty sure, a 37mm. It kind of has the same mantlet as a Stuart's, so yeah, it can go up and down. I'm pretty sure this is cast, so you can throw a bunch of Tamiya putty on that and it'll look good. You might want to bore out the ends of, bore out the ends of the thing, because that doesn't go very deep. But yeah, overall it's a pretty nice thing. Like I said earlier, ball, it doesn't even fit the hole, the little thing right there. It doesn't slide in, so you're gonna have to drill that out a little bit more. So moving on, here we have the pepper pot exhaust, something with pot. I'm not exactly sure what the nickname for these is, but we also get 30 cals for the mini sponson turret thingies. Yeah, so let me show you these exhausts first. For some reason, I'm pretty sure the resin on this wasn't cured all the way. So you can kind of see there's like some like, I mean, it's cured now, but when it shipped to me, it wasn't. So like I let it sit out in the UV of the sun, as that one comment told me to do, to let it harden. But yeah, it kind of hardened in a weird way. It kind of filled up the hole. So I'm gonna have to drill those out with like a hobby knife or something. Here's the other side. Back, nothing too fancy. It would be the same, but this one has a bit more resin residue. And over here, here's the 30 cal. Actually, it's pretty actually decent for this 3D printing the holes. Very nice. Good job. And now we have some spare rear lights, and these, funnily enough, are for these machine guns to shoot off of, and I think like ricochet, so you can like bank shot your bullets or something. Your not casings. I'm stupid. Yeah, they give you some spares in case you broke these while clipping it off, which is actually really nice. Very nice, thoughtful. But what they really should have done is 3D print the fenders off so I could have the option to replace them if I wanted to. I'm very angry. Yeah, and now to the final thing to rant over. Here we have the radial engine that they give you with this kit. It is very nice. I might be kind of starstruck because like I never had an engine in one of my kits, because like obviously it's very low poly. You can see the individual polygons for the model. I'm not sure if that's how the engine is in real life, but it's pretty nice. Got some hoses. Like look how thin that thing is. That's less than a millimeter. Like I'm talking about the edge of that little like hexagon looking thing right there. You can see what I'm trying to point at. That's like less than a millimeter. Why couldn't they make the fenders that thin? Like, oh my gosh. So I don't know. You've heard me rage enough. It's fine. It's very nice. You could probably get more detailed engine from other kits if you want it. You can't even put it in there, or maybe you can. It fits, but I don't know how you're supposed to glue it into there, because you can see into the inside. I don't know if there's enough room for the engine though. And this stands is just a normal looking stand, just not too fancy. Just some random. They probably made this like on like Thingiverse or something. Whatever, some 3D modeling stuff. Yep, and here is the other side. So that goes on. Sorry, I didn't show you. It goes on like that. Little notch. Okay, now you can look at the photo edge. I think I might have already. I don't know what's in the video or what's not in the video because I've made so many retakes. Yep, you get your mesh, and your rolled steel machines antenna mount. If I said that like twice, I'm sorry. I just can't remember. And now onto the instructions. Yeah, there's the logo finally. SS and Chinese. Here is the hole. Step 2 is the tracks. Step 3 is the turret. Step 4 is putting on the main gun. Step 5 is putting on the pepper pot engines and the machine guns. Step 6 is the same as step 5, but from behind. Step 7 is putting the radial engine in the middle of the air, and then step 8 is putting the stand underneath your floating engine. So yeah, I don't like the way they added some random, like, PNG camouflage to it. That looks weird. Anyways, yeah, that's it. It's just some, like, printer paper that's folded. Yeah. I hope you enjoy this very nice look at the video. I don't know. I'm really tired. My brain's dying. Thank you for watching. If you made it to end, like, comment, subscribe if you want to do that. Oh, there's some, like, pretty sure there's supposed to be, like, whole mounted 30 cows. I'm getting distracted. Yeah, thank you for watching. I'll probably make a video of me constructing this. Not like a time lapse, just like maybe like photos and narration like I did for the T40 video. T40 video. I need to pronounce it better. Anyways, yeah, see you guys next time. Goodbye.